today's video, I'm going to show you how I get my full coverage, oil-free makeup foundation routine. I'm just kidding, it's Simone here, and today's video we're going to be doing a makeup tutorial based on Carli Bybel. Now this is a trend that's going on YouTube where it's called I tried following so-and-so's makeup tutorial, and I've chosen Carli Bybel based on you guys' poll. So I put a poll on Instagram putting Desi Perkins and Carli Bybel which YouTuber I should do, and most of you voted for Carli Bybel. So today's video is all about that, and we're gonna do this look based on a makeup tutorial that I found on our channel where we do a full coverage makeup routine for oily to combination skin. Now if you've been following my channel for a while, you'll know that I have very oily skin, especially in my T-zone, and this look is based on covering all your blemishes or doing that full coverage makeup look, also combating the oily areas of your skin. So if you want to see this video, then just keep watching. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Okay, so I'm obsessed with Carli Bybel, and I decided that I'm going to do this makeup tutorial. So the look that I chose was a full coverage foundation routine. Now I have acne prone skin and a lot of hyperpigmentation and scarring, so I thought this video would be perfect for me because I want to test out how she has full coverage, because you know she always slays in all her videos and I'm all about that life. So if you can see in the video, she starts off with priming spray. So I don't have that exact primer spray, but I do have the Essence Instant Matte Makeup Setting Spray. It's an oil-free spray, and she uses an oil-free spray in the video, so I'm just going to spray my face with this. So she says this is the first step for priming your face before you start applying makeup and stuff like that. So now she's going to put a primer on her face, and the primer that I'm going to be using is the L'Oreal Infallible Mattifying Base, and this is a mattifying primer. Now I hardly use primers on my face just because I have oily skin, but she said this foundation routine is for oily to combination skin, so I'm going to test it out. The primer that I actually normally use is the Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser, so I'm just going to test out this one. And she applies it, let's see where she applies it. And I'm going to apply it here. Okay, so she applies it here. You can see. Oh, it already instantly mattifies. So it's supposed to blur out your pores. That way, if you guys have she applies it in a downwards motion. Everything out. So I'm going to apply it on my cheeks, right in the center of my forehead, and then also my chin. Center of her forehead and her chin. Carli, you're going too fast. Okay. So she said she applies it in the downward motion on her chin, her forehead, her nose, and then her cheeks. So the one thing that I know is she does her foundation before her brows. So that's something new for me. I always do my brows before my actual foundation, but we're going to test it out and see how she does it. So she's using the Kat Von D foundation, and it's a mattifying foundation. Now the only foundations that I have that go almost matte is the MAC Pro Longwear Nourishing Waterproof Foundation and the MAC Studio Fluid Fix Foundation. So I'm trying to think which one should I use, because these are both very tanned foundations, and I'm actually quite fair at the moment because we were just finishing off winter, so I haven't been in the sun. But I'll go in for the MAC Pro Longwear foundation. So she says that if you want that perfect matte foundation look, then don't use an illuminating foundation. So I'm just going to be using this foundation, the MAC Nourishing Waterproof Foundation, and she just dots it all over her face. And so I'm going to pop a little bit on the back of my hand, and I'm going to puts just there. So another thing that I recommend is you guys do have oily skin before. On her forehead. On her chin. Okay.
Blending everything in on your face, you can spray the oil control setting spray on your
Okay, so she recommends spraying the beauty sponge with the oil-free spray or the oil control spray. So that's just a damp beauty blender, and we're going to blend out the makeup with this. Now this foundation dries very quickly, so I have to be very quick.
Really love this stuff. So what you're going to do is just shake it as well, and then just spray it onto your beauty blender. The one that I'm using is also by Scandinavia. It's the makeup finishing spray, the oil control one as well. So this one is...
And then she blends her face with one of these brushes, so I'm just going to blend. Okay, so then she applies the spray again to her face, and this is supposed to set the foundation and also help with the oily areas. So that's a lot of spraying. Normally I just use my MAC Fix Plus before I apply my foundation or my makeup, and then I set my makeup. So she's applying it with every step, so we're just going to see how it actually looks.
For contour, I'm using
okay, so she's going to contour her face, and I'm going to be using the LA Girl Pro HD concealer, and this is in the shade Chestnut. Why is it dripping? Okay, so this is in the shade Chestnut, and I don't actually have the Graftobian concealer palette, so I'm just going to be using this, and I'm just going to contour the way she contours. So she first starts on her nose,
but I wanted to do like a full coverage look just to show you guys that even if you have oily skin, you can still do a full coverage makeup look. There's just certain products that help keep it mattified all day.
And then she's going to use concealer. The concealer, I'm going to mix two concealers, so I'm using the Pro Longwear concealer in the shade NC42, and I'm going to mix it with my LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Fawn, just so I can create more of a highlight as well. So she applies it underneath her eyes and down her nose. And then she blends it with her beauty blender, so let's do that. So where does she start first? Underneath her eyes.
And as I'm blending any like excess product, I just like dab onto my towel. Fine, you have too much.
I feel like this is so much makeup, oh my word. And it's not like she doesn't put a lot, I mean a little bit, she puts quite a bit of makeup. She then blends in her contour, so I'm going to do that.
Caribbean contour colors because they're super lightweight and creamy, so they're not super oily like some of the other products that I do use. I feel like some people are afraid to use like super creamy products when they have oily skin, but I'm telling you guys that it's totally fine. It's just all about how you set it, powders that you use, and all that. So I'll go through every little step throughout the video.
Finding it hard to blend this nose contour without it looking too harsh. Okay, so now she's going to set her makeup, and she's using a translucent powder. So I'm going to use my Innisfree No Sebum. Okay, so my camera stopped recording, but all I was doing is I applied my Innisfree translucent No Sebum mineral powder, because she applies a translucent powder down the bridge of her nose, underneath her eyes, on her jawline, and just where the highlighter is, and that's just to set the highlight. And then she's going to leave this on, and then she doesn't do her brows in the video. You know, brows are so important. Like, so important. But yeah, so she doesn't do it in the video, but I'm gonna just go off camera and do it, and I'll be right back.
I'm going to take
Okay, so now with just a brush, she's gonna buff in the powder. So we're gonna do that underneath her eyes. Oh, it actually looks quite nice. Normally I don't put powder underneath my eyes just because my eyes crease so badly, but I actually like how matte it looks underneath the eyes. So nice. So once that is done, what's next? What do you guys think so far?
Back in with the setting spray. Anytime I wipe off all the powder, I like to add a little bit more moisture. That way everything can kind of melt.
Okay, so now we're gonna go in with the setting spray again. So this is the same spreading that we started off with, and we're just going to spray that on our face.
I'm just gonna let that dry. And
okay, so it's gonna melt all the products, as she says.
So next, to bronze up my face, you just want to use any type of matte bronzer.
Okay, so we're not going to use any shimmer bronzers or anything that's going to highlight the face. So we're just going to bronze up the face, and I'm just going to be using my Essence Compact Powder, and this is in the shade True Mahogany. So we're just going to bronze up the face with this and set the contour. Okay, so now she's going to set her nose contour, and I'm using the same powder, and she's just going to set where we contoured. Okay, so she takes the contour powder that we used and she applies it in her
into my
crease of her eyes.
Simple today,
so
because
let's do that. And this is what I do. I normally use a bronzer in the crease of my eyes as a transition color if I'm doing a eye look or like a neutral eye look. So Carli, you and I know these things. Okay, and now she's lining her lids. This is the most awkward part. I hate it. So this is the Essence liquid eyeliner that I'm going to attempt to line my lids on camera. So she just does a subtle wing. I don't know if you can hear my little baby crying. Okay, so it's a subtle wing. Oh, she's crying. It looks quite bad, but anyway. And then she applies lashes. Now the lashes that I'm using, I mentioned in the beginning of this video, I don't have all the products that she uses in this video, so I'm just going to use alternatives. Okay, so I'm going to be using the Ardell Natural in 107. I'm going to apply this quickly. I hate applying lashes on camera, so I'm just going to do it off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, so now that the lashes are done, I don't know if she didn't put mascara yet. So she's putting her brush into the brown from her palette. So I've got the Carli Bybel palette, and she's putting it into the brown. And
brown in my crease, and then the shimmer brown.
Yeah, she put it into the brown.
And then this orange. So these 4 shades are
in her crease.
On my lower lash line.
And then she dips it into the gold. Okay, so now she takes the same brown and she puts it on her lower lashes. So I need a pencil brush. Okay, so she puts that same color on her lower lashes, so that's what we're going to do.
You know what, I lied. I'm not going to use the lighter matte that I just used in my crease. I'm just going to go in.
Okay, so that brown is not working. I'm going to use my Nature Republic. This is more of a deeper brown.
Right under the browns.
Okay, so she puts mascara on. The mascara that I'm going to be using is the Essence False Lashes Mascara. This is the Dramatic Volume Unlimited, and I'm using the L'Essential Full Fan Effect Waterproof Mascara from Maybelline. So I'm just going to coat my top lashes with that to blend it with the falsies. And then she adds more powder to her bottom lash, her bottom underneath her eyes, so she can apply mascara, and so the mascara doesn't fall out on her bottom lash, on her under eyes. So let's just do that. And then she highlights her nose. Now this is one of the famous things that she does. She's always highlighting her nose, and I'm going to be using, where's the brush that I'm using? Okay, so she highlights her nose with the Dose of Colors highlighter from Desi and Katie, but I'm going to be using my MAC Skin Finish Extra Dimension powder in the shade Oh Darling. So she always makes like an exclamation mark on her nose. I'm going to attempt that. So one dot here, and then down her nose.
Super pigmented. I'm barely even touching it with my brush. I'm gonna apply a little bit.
And then in her inner corner.
My tear duct. And then a little bit.
Cupid's bow.
There as well. And for lips, I really wanted to try.
Next up is her lips, and she's using the Hot Fire lipstick from Desi and Katie. I don't have that, but the closest coral shade that I have is the Revlon Colorburst Matte Balm, and this is in the shade 245 Audacious. So I'm just going to apply that to the lips.
So before I go on any further, I'm actually going to line my lips first. This is a Go-Go lip liner by Kat Von D.
Okay, and then she adds blush, and I'm using the 10 color palette from BH Cosmetics. She's adding more of like a pinky color, and hers is from Wet n Wild, so I'm gonna add more of a pinky shade. And then she sprays her face again with this oil control spray.
Makeup finishing spray one last time. And this finishing spray is really going to keep your makeup in place all day while also controlling the oil on your skin as well.
And this is the completed look. I actually really like how it turned out. My face looks super matte, and I like that she's only highlighted her nose and her inner corners and her eye and her cupid's bow. Normally I would highlight my cheeks, but Carli Bybel hardly highlights like her cheeks. I don't know why, but she just doesn't. So yeah, I really like how this look turned out. What do you guys think of my I'm trying Carli Bybel tutorial? I really like it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and my interpretation of Carli Bybel's tutorial. I really love this trend that's going on YouTube, so I challenge you as well. Go out and create a YouTube video based on a favorite beauty tutorial or beauty blogger that you love following, and tag me if you do. If you want to recreate one of my looks, I would love that. But I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching and all the support, and I'm looking forward to new videos this year. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys, stay blessed.